it's a new one, you don't get that.
The contact, we start looking for a King Air interview.
They're doing some piston airplanes, not very many anymore.
Of course now.
I'm Tom, by the way.
Tom.
Tom as well.
Air 92JR, I do have you tonight.
All right. No Thomas, just Tom for me. So, yeah, that's all it is.
I was named after 2 bombers, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your second name?
Dunn. Or Thomas Frederick.
Oh, really? That's me too. Two bombers, oh, that's interesting.
I shot down one of them. They used to have the squadron letters, and then the Canadian Air Force and British, and they'd have the squadron numbers, and then they'd have the signature, and then round off, and they'd have an individual letter, and that's F for Freddie and T for Tom here, 2 of the airplanes you flew, so
that's interesting.
Oh, unique.
90 Juliet,
I'll say.
My frequency and ready to go.
Anyway,
ready to go.
Everything's looking good here. We're going to take off, and we're going to go find ourselves a nice big open area to do some hover work. How's that?
Sounds good.
Everything's looking good. Well, taxi. Ground 4 taxi out of Warbird Adventures for hovering area.
We got the 4 X-ray, maneuver to the run-up pad, runway 15, please.
Run-up pad 15, 4 Twix. This is a little bit different experience flying one of these things. Yes. I like it. Yeah, it's good fun. Do you know what the controls do?
No, not exactly.
Okay, between you and me, on your left side, there's a stick. You see that?
Yep.
It's called a collective. The reason it's called a collective is because it collectively changes the pitch of all the blades at the same time. In other words, if we pull that up or down, it's going to make the helicopter go up or down. Very simple.
It gives it more bite?
Yeah. Just like the pitch of a blade of a propeller, same thing. Now, the twist grip located on that same lever is the throttle. You twist it just like a motorcycle, although it's backwards, but that's not important at this point. The pedals will control the tail rotor, which controls the torque and also the yaw of the machine.
It's more like an airplane-like thing.
Exactly. Left is left, right is right. Pretty simple. The stick is called a cyclic because it cyclically changes the pitch of the blades. It means as it turns, the different sides of the disc have different pitch. And that makes the helicopter tilt forward, back, left, and right. Very simple. Now, a helicopter is inherently unstable. It does not want to stay upright. The only stability in a helicopter is you. So you got to work hard at just keeping the thing still. There is no middle. There is no neutral on the stick. You're always working. It's kind of like balancing a pen on your fingertip. Okay? So, with that in mind, let's go through one control at a time here. We're going to start with the collective. Your left hand on the collective only. Just feel what I'm doing. Look straight ahead outside the helicopter and just feel what I'm doing. Right? If I pull up, we're going to go up, right? Right? If I let it come down, we're going to fall. And it happens very quickly. Right? Right. Very sensitive. It's hydraulic. You got it. You just maintain that altitude. Try not to go up. Okay? You will feel how I am twisting the grip as well. You just let me do that part, and you just do the up and down portion. Right. Fingertip control here. Indeed. Not as easy as it looks.
Ground King Air JR is off 24, like to go to Ranger. Pavilion.
JR, right turn there, second left turn, that'll get you over to Ranger.
Am I doing this, or are you open out?
Thank you, second left.
Alright, you're doing it really well. I'll take that control back. Now put your feet on the pedals instead. Notice how the left pedal is a little bit in front of the right. That is normal in a hover, okay? You got it. Just maintain your heading. The reason the left pedal is forward is because the left pedal increases the pitch of the tail rotor, which fights the torque. Well, in a hover like this, we have a lot of torque. So you have to have a lot of left pedal in order to keep it straight. Now, for exercise sake, why don't you give me a 90-degree left turn? notice that takes a fair amount of effort, right?
Yeah.
Because not only are you finding the torque, but you're also finding the crosswind now because the wind is out of the right from the west, right?
Okay.
All right. Did you intentionally turn it back on wing?
Clear.
What side?
No, I thought you were...
No, I didn't do it.
Right on Liv and the left on Charlie, TW.
Okay, roll up to Charlie and then the basic.
Okay.
Good. Now, very carefully,
Semi-ground.
give me a 90-degree turn to the right, back to the original heading. You'll notice that'll happen almost all by itself.
Rocket taxi runway.
Because not only are you fighting the wind, but you're also, the torque is turning the helicopter. So,
Runway 24 will give way to King Air options at 95.
okay, there you go. Okay, that's the easy part. I'll take that back. Now, here's the hard part. You can take your feet off the pedals. The side click with your right hand only, very lightly grab it, put straight out outside, and try to maintain level flight. You got it. This is going to blow your mind.
Oh, jeez. That's why you earn your money, I guess, eh?
Yep. Oh. I like this. Good stuff, huh? I like this. Uh-oh. Age before beauty, boys. You're doing pretty good.
I am.
That's beautiful. Looks beautiful there.
Calling round, please, again. I'm talking to Orlando.
Okay, I'll take it for just a second. Is it all like you expected it to be?
No. It's totally foreign to me.
Alright, this is how it works. I'm going to explain to you real quick. You are sitting inside the helicopter, but you are not controlling the helicopter. It's not like an airplane where you roll it left and right and pitch up or down, right? What you are controlling is the rotor system, okay?
Right.
The helicopter is simply along for the ride. When you tell the rotor system, for example, to go to the left, a moment later, the helicopter will follow, right? Tell it go to the right, it's going to swing all the way to the other side before she goes there. So that's what you're feeling on the controls, right? There's a lag between two as to what the rotor system is doing, which is instantaneous, and when the helicopter follows, okay? So with that in mind, how do we keep it level? Well, you see the blue marks on the windshield? It's kind of like the gun sight on the simulator. What I'd like you to do is keep those wherever they are in relation to the horizon. Chances are the top two are going to be pretty close to the horizon, okay? That's where they need to stay. If they come down, well, obviously you're going to need to pull up. If they come up, you got to push down. If they tilt to the left, you got to tilt to the right, and so on. Now, the left one is going to hang a little bit lower than the right in a normal level hover. The reason for that is the tail rotor thrust. When you have sideways tail rotor thrust, the helicopter's going to want to drift to the right. That's called translating. Translating tendency is something that's counteracted by us tilting the helicopter a little bit to the left. So we're hanging left skid low the whole time to keep it from going anywhere, okay?
Okay.
So just expect it. It's going to seem weird because you're going to want to level it and the helicopter's going to go to the right. So that's not the trick. Now on the controls, here's what you do. You give it a little and you bring it back to the middle. You give it a little and always neutralize, just like so. If it's not enough, well, then do it again. But what you never ever want to do is move it over and wait for something to happen. And you were doing a little bit of that. You were flying an airplane, right? That's what you do in an airplane. Here, that doesn't work. Because by the time the rotor system is moved and the helicopter starts moving, the rotor system has gone even further. But by the time you realize that you tell the rotor system to come back, well, the helicopter's going to continue to that extreme point before it comes back. Make sense? Yeah. So that's why you have to lead it. Now, what I do also, in order to be very precise with the control, is I rest my arm on my leg, and I grab the stick, wherever you can get a hold of it. In my case, I grab it pretty low. But wherever you can grab, you don't have to have your hand up here, because, you know, you don't sign your name with your shoulder muscles, right? You use your fingers. Same kind of thing. If you muscle it around like this, you're not going to have very good feel or good control of it.
It's not a place for ham-handed people.
Yeah. And one last thing. You ever move it more than an inch at a time? You've gone too far. So, with a little bit of theory behind us, let's try it again. See how it goes.
Hi, Kissimmee Ground, 42 Charlie's clear 24, like taxi over to Marathon.
42 Charlie, welcome, straight ahead, Marathon.
Where are the transient spots?
they will direct you. Usually they'll bring a card out and lead you to a spot.
Weird to fly backwards, huh?
Very.
Okay, let's try it again. Look at where the blue marks are now. See where they're sitting on the horizon? Probably a little bit below it, maybe. Left one is definitely lower than the right one, isn't it?
Yep.
Alright, you got it. Try to keep it there. Did you bring a logbook with you?
I did.
Would you like a logbook entry?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be happy to put it on a sticker for you. You can just put it in your book when you get home.
Man, bandit there.
Yeah? Ground Vortex would like to go to tower for patterns?
For direct, so you look there, contact off.
Flight commencing. Yes, sir.
We'll start it right now, sir.
Target in option 795. Turn left heading at 200, runway 24. You're clear for takeoff.
Left 200, clear takeoff, 24 option 799.
Put 1 inch, you've gone way too far, right?
Oh yeah. Tower Vortex ready, run up area 15, looking for right patterns.
Northwest way at Kissimmee Tower, close takeoff, clear to land right in the run-up area there, and keep it northwest of Charles if you will, please, so we can use that below 500.
Northwest of Charles, and right turn. Okay? Alright, follow me through. Put your feet on the pedals. Alright, grab the collector with your left hand.
And turn to hotel, you're number 1 for the runway.
We're going to take off and do a little forward glide. Break it up a little more.
Jet is,
We'll accelerate. We do that by putting the nose down and keeping it down. As I'm accelerating, I feed in the right pedal because we don't need all that torque correction anymore. Okay, now, you see that red string on the windshield straight ahead? Yep. Well, that should be up and down, just like that the whole time. If I push too much left pedal, you see how the string goes out to the left? Correct. You also feel all that air rushing in the right side? Yeah. That's because we're flying sideways. Right pedal, we'll bring it back in place, right? Alright, you got the pedals? Okay. Keep that string in the middle, the right pedal. Alright, it's opposite to the ball, right?
Yes. Nothing on the ball anymore.
Well, you see, just like a yaw string on the glider, if you've ever flown one of those.
Option 795, contact departure, we'll see it.
Understand they're pretty rough on the stomach, those gliders.
They are if you start thermaling, yes. Okay, you can take the stick also. This is just like an airplane now. Give me a right turn with a stick, not the pedals. The pedals are only there to keep that string in the middle. Alright, let's go straight. A little easier to control it in forward flight, isn't it?
Yes. A lot easier.
What do you think of the visibility out of this thing?
Can't get much better, can you?
Nope.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. Alright, give me a right turn again. A little bit more right pedal. You see where that string is? Right pedal. The reason we need the right pedal more so than before is because I lowered the collective. Less power means less torque. That means we need less tail rotor. Now, you don't need to slow down quite yet. Just keep the nose down a little bit so we'll keep our speed up. You see the run up area there? That's where we're going to terminate, just the same place as we took off. Vortex short final.
Switch Roger, just advise me just prior to lifting each time if you would, please.
Now, as we're coming to a stop, anticipate to put the nose down. You're also going to need to apply a lot of left pedal because all of a sudden we're going to have a bunch of torque. There you go. A little bit more. A little bit more left. There you go. There's our heading. Good. We landed a little short, didn't we?
Yes.
Alright, follow me through for a second. the deal. This is our landing area. When we come in for landing at about 150 feet or so, we pitch up just a little bit. By the time we get there, we come to a complete stop.
Turn, start taxiing towards the Marathon. It's right at the base of the control tower.
Yeah, when we get there, we have to put the nose back down again. Otherwise, we're going to drift backwards.
By the way.
Right?
21.7.
So we push forward, unlike an airplane where we pull back. So in an airplane, you know how you give it all the flare at the very end? Well, we don't do that. We give it a little bit, and then we hold it all the way down. We don't increase it, okay? Because then you can hit the tail. And then you start going backwards real quickly, so you don't want to do that. The other thing is, we're going from a situation with very low power setting and high airspeed. It means little or no torque and a lot of weather vaning effect from the ventral fin in the back, to a situation where we're sitting with a lot of power, no forward airspeed, lots of torque. So we go from having a lot of right pedal to having a lot of left pedal on touchdown. So, now, when you apply that left pedal, the helicopter's going to want to drift to the right. So we need a little left stick also. So the order of execution on touchdown is little forward stick, lots of left pedal at the same time, a little left stick. Make sense? Okay. All right. We'll try it again.
The 3,000 RPM on this thing?
All the time. Port X-rays ready.
Fort X-ray, please take off, clear to land, 1 up area, runway 15.
Clear to go. We'll accelerate. Feet under right pedal as we're accelerating. Once we have our airspeed, she'll pretty much automatically just start climbing. A little gusty here, but oh well. You got it. Okay.
Hold out down that much when you climb, or?
The nose has to be down, otherwise we'll start decelerating, right? The airspeed is determined by the attitude that you maintain. It's strange to climb with a nose low attitude, isn't it? Yes. A little bit of right pedal would be in order, and a little bit of forward stick. We go a little bit faster. We're going a little bit slow now, you see? Alright, come here, right tire. Oh, do you like it?
I like it.
Good. Just keep turning to the right. Tiny little pattern in the helicopter.
Between looking at the scenery and looking at the chopper.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets busy, doesn't it?
Oh, the traffic out of this airport, I don't hear much.
It's slow right now for the moment, but usually it's quite busy here. We do 800 operations a day here. Just keep turning right. The wind is probably keeping a lot of people from flying, which is a non-issue in a helicopter. Actually, wind is a good thing. It helps you. Let's start slowing down slowly.
Left rudder.
Not yet. Not until the nose starts swinging to the right. A little forward stick. There you go. Now here comes the pedal. There you go. Nicely done. Not bad at all. That was good.
Full power connection 232 is on the arc for the VLR.
Next is 232, report over Kubi if you would, please.
We report Kubi connection 232.
Port X-rays ready?
Yeah. Back there.
Port to Western, clear for takeoff, clear to land, we're on up area.
Yep, clear go. Let's go and accelerate forward. Good. keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. I know it's awkward. It seems like you're going to fly into the ground. Yes, but it doesn't. You see, the faster you go, the more lift you create. It's kind of an interesting thing. Whereas an airplane would just hit the ground. Nose up a little bit. That's plenty. Oh, slowing down. They do that old DC-3 there. Yeah, that is actually a DC-3. It's not a C-47. Now what do they do with it? It used to be for missionary purposes, and now it's privately owned. I don't know what they're going to do with it yet. Tower 4 Texas. We're going to terminate Warbird on this one.
Fort Delivery, roger that. Proceed as requested back there.
Thank you. Hang a right.
Are there any traffic from that tower?
It's quiet this morning. Afternoon, actually.
Well, I don't hear anything. I like to look. I know I've seen a few people blunder into control zones.
It happens all the time. Let's continue the right turn. This time around we're going to land behind our hangar instead.
Okay. Oh, what am I doing there?
You do good. Just keep turning right.
Okay, I got it.
We'll go around the little pond.
Semi Tower, Warrior 70 Fox Tango, holding at 240 for southwest departure.
You don't need to slow down yet. Just keep turning.
0 Foxtrot, take off left turn southwest. Please take off left turn southwest, 70 Fox Tango.
It's small from up here.
Land of 5 miles.
It's really not. The final area, of course.
Let me double check what's going on here. We're showing right now that we're about 1 dot to the east of 020.
Alright, they're really
Next 232, I'll tell you what, fly heading up 090, maintain 2,000, contact 119 or point.
Got hard to bed. The wings are still going at 500 miles an hour, you know?
2,000 over
Alright, follow me through here. Okay. I hope you've been turn yourself.
Yes. Showing a big grin on my face?
Yeah? Alright, here we are. Welcome back.
Excellent.
Turn off the hydraulics. That way I can let go of the stick. It's kind of like a control lock. And I don't just turn it off. We cool it down slowly. It takes a few minutes.
Understandable. That's a lot of revs for an aircraft engine.
Yes, it is.
How much did it gear down?
Quite a bit. It goes from 3,000 to, 3,100 to 350 RPM, so it's almost 10 to 1.
Wow. All that thing is spinning is 50.
What's that?
That's all the main rotor is spinning is 350.
Yeah. If you think about it, it's got a 37-foot wingspan.
So what speed are the tips doing?
500.
500.
Yeah. Miles an hour. That's fast, you know.
Yes. As long as they're under Mach 1.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some of these things, their tips go supersonic, I'm told.
Yeah.
Some noise
They can. Depends on the weather and the RPM.
I really like this. I haven't seen this on too many light planes. It makes so much sense.
All the Warbirds have it. Carbureted.
Carb heat is obviously, but the light plane, a lot of guys don't pull a carb heat until they get a little,
Yeah, you should prevent it instead. Now I'm waiting to see 155, 150 degrees somewhere. So this is why you see helicopters idle for a while when they come back, because you run such high RPM all the way in. Even when you're taxiing, it's still full RPM, you know?
Worst part of it is you really need a lot of revs when you're bringing right into land. It's not like an airplane, you get off on flying like a...
No, you keep the revs the same all the time. Now, the helicopter engines are designed differently than aircraft engines. The control engines are a lot looser, the valve guides are looser, everything like that. So they're designed to run at high RPMs all the time. They also counterweighted crankshafts and so on. That's how they're supposed to be.
How many horsepower this thing?
280.
280?
Yeah.
280, just live 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, I'd lift 3 people, no problem. The hook is rated for 1,000 pounds. Obviously, with people and fuel on board, that's not going to happen, but...
But that actor, how did he get decapitated by one thing? What the heck was his name? Ball? Vic Ball, do you remember that?
What, now?
Oh, this was several years ago. Ball was making more on that show Combat, if you've ever seen friends of that.
Huh.
Ball was making a film and he managed to decapitate himself, play with a helicopter.
Really? Well,
That's what I was thinking of as I ran out here and watched the tips go around.
they're very high.
Yeah,
Luckily.
I saw that.
The thing is 10 foot tall.
Your switches with the red there.
Uh-huh.
So battery and generator, okay.
Yeah. Have the minimum RPM here, then we'll go and kill it.
100 is minimum RPM?
1,500, yeah. There we go. Turn it off.
Don't get down to 1,000 or so?
What's that?
Don't get down to 1,000. Time check.
One more time.
Don't get down to 1,000. You're down in here for your carb check. Heartbeat.
No. Yeah, we'll never go that low. There we go. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you. That was awesome.
Glad you liked it.
Battery right inside here.
Yep. Who did the weight?
I just know a guy had his battery inside. Went to Corvette with a battery inside and the acid got him. Is that well?
It's sealed.
Okay. Yeah, not much of that. That's a scary thought, having a battery bouncing around.
Yeah, it's not exactly close. Well, welcome back on the ground.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was alright, huh?
Yes.
Good deal. So when are you going to go buy one?
When I win the lottery, how's that sound?
Okay, that's a deal.
Stood on his nose.